As you can see, the grass has been ripped out. They've redone the tunnel. I think the grass was probably ripped out because blood and human fluids are considered a biohazard. The tunnel where they repaired, a lot of people are saying, why are you repairing the tunnel? But everywhere that they repaired had nothing to do with blood or anything. So I think it might have been a pre-planned renovation. Now you can see the water was off on the day that Charlie was here, but now it's there. My friend Dr. Chris Martinson, he believes the shot could have come between these two trees on the cafeteria building in front of the Losi building. I don't particularly believe that because that roof is pure white. You would have to be right there on the edge and people would have seen you. The video that's captured right here in the Hall of Flags, that video clearly shows the runner over on the Losi building. Also, on top of that, they've been doing a lot of audio analysis. And the audio analysis is pretty interesting. So what they've done is, and I've sent in some of the videos, but I've got a video up here which I'll show you of a guy standing. You can clearly hear that it is a high power rifle.
Charlie Kirk brings a pretty good audience.
There's a supersonic boom. Kapow! I also have video that I'll be showing you guys of a girl that's right here. You can hear the bullet very clearly.
For the last 10 years?
Too many.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Shut up. Shut up. Up against the wall. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
When they do that and about 10 other cell phones, they put out these big rings that go around the campus, right? But what's interesting is almost all of the noise and the echo, it all points back to right there, which is where the FBI says Tyler Robinson was laying in a prone position when he took out a 30-aught bolt action rifle and shot Charlie Kirk in the neck. So more and more, this FBI story is making sense. Now, I know people are not going to want to hear me say that, but I believe that is true. Here's another thing. See up there? That's where all these people are saying that Charlie was shot from behind. The problem is the angle is all wrong. And I'll show you that. I'll go up there. But you can't shoot someone from behind if your position is more forward than them. It just doesn't make sense. Also, in the video I'll show you, it clearly shows that there's nobody up on that roof. It's a plant. It's not some guy dressed like a plant. It's an actual plant. Right up there above the American flag, that's my new friend, Gary, from Paramount Tactical. He and I are here collaborating.
All right, folks, so we are here at UVU. I'm on site. I ran into this guy right here. He has a small YouTube channel. Stephen Gardner. Hey, thanks for meeting me out here.
Absolutely.
Man. It's great to meet you in person. You know, we've been sitting here talking about just the terrain, right? I think perception versus reality is very, very different once you get out here. So kind of share your thoughts on that.
Great video, and I can't wait to see what the FBI pulls from those cameras, you see? Because if there is footage that shows something sinister, I think people need to see it, right? People need to see it. And I want to also say thank you to my brothers, Steven, for the excellent digging that he did there, the excellent work, you see? Because people have questions. People have questions, and these questions, they're not just going to vanish and go away. No, people want to know what happened. They need answers. You see? So thank you, Miss Steven, for not letting this issue just die natural death. Thank you for literally going to the campus and for showing even the rooftop, the rooftop and everything. Thank you so much. You see? Because this kind of frontline work really matters for all of us. Yeah, it really matters.
Yeah, so the first 2 weeks that I covered the story, I was going off of Google Maps. I had never been here. And so when I get here and I see just how many layers there are, I mean, just where Charlie is down in a bowl. The Losi building is up 3 or 4 stories. So you're looking at like 4.5 to 5 stories of elevation difference. That was really shocking to me. The other thing is they made it sound like it was really hard to get on the roof.
Yeah.
And then just a nobody, I found out how to get on the roof in 10 seconds. Yeah. And so where there's a will, there's a way. Now the details of, was the gun put together when he went up? We're gonna have to wait for the video of that to come out. But yeah, the different levels and grading was very shocking to me.
Yeah, it's completely layered in ways that, I don't know, it's like terrain I've never seen before, to be honest with you. But the thing that shocks me the most is just the proximity of everything, right? Like, there's lots of folks out there that are talking about a potential shooter off of this. Obviously, there's lots of folks who believe that we have an oblique shot from this direction. When you're really here, I think the idea or the validity of some of that stuff kind of goes away in my mind a little bit, just because of how close. Like when we're talking about, when you see this building up here, folks, number one, anyone that's shooting from that location, you would have to expose your head, shoulders, get a barrel over that gun, just the way that the terrain is. And the idea, now some of this area was blocked off, but most of it wasn't. And anybody up here, somebody that close would stand out so much to me. Also, again, how close this balcony is, the infamous bush location. It's like, there's no way that somebody could get up there, take a shot, and not be seen, in my opinion. I don't know. We were kind of talking about some other locations that could be possible. Further up there on the kind of the sloped roofs, there's a spot over there potentially. But man, it starts to, I don't know.
Yeah, when you start seeing everything and you realize this is as close to a straight-on shot as you could get.
Yep.
I believe he goes about 8 feet into the roof to be off the roof line, but I think he's also using this corner of this cafeteria as cover.
Yeah.
Because he would be able to just shoot past that. But yeah, everything is so close. And from Google Maps, these look like big red tiles, and so they all look like they're on the same level, but you start realizing they're on different levels, and one of them is a roof, but it's also a sidewalk, and you can walk right on to where the sniper's nest is. Very interesting.
Yeah. And then, all the photos, all the videos, even looking at those distances on Google Earth, like, in your mind, hey, it's 140 yards of there. It looks so much closer in person. I mean, everything looks just so much more compact, so much closer in person. And, with as many people were out here, as many phones that were out, like, when we start coming up with some of these different theories, it starts feeling pretty implausible to me. It really does.
Yep. The one thing I would like to know is how much planning went into, okay, I'll come up through the tunnel, I'll get up onto the roof, I'll lay down, I'll run to the back and jump off and run into the woods. And maybe when I'm an old man, I'll tell somebody about this. Otherwise, I'm going to my grave. Like, how much planning went into that? Because it does seem like somebody came and walked this beforehand. It does seem like somebody had an idea of the terrain, where would be a good shot. Like, this was premeditated.
I agree.
This wasn't just I ran on, shot, and ran like hell to get off of the roof. I think that this was more thought through than a lot of people realize.
It definitely, everything leading up to the shot feels planned. The exfil getting out feels a little less like, what are we doing with the gun? Why was it put where it was? That seems I don't know. In my mind, that seems impromptu.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know. Maybe there was a plan to come back and get it. Maybe, I don't know. But that whole part seems a little bit less planned. It really comes down to that.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, now there is some talk. Was there a second shooter? Is Tyler Robinson a patsy? Could a shot have come from somewhere else? I've looked around, and there are 2 other places where you could have got a shot. One of them would have been more head-on, which doesn't make sense with the smashed vertebrae. The other one is right there. You see that red brick building and the gray right here? That's actually the top of the parking structure where Tyler Robinson is first picked up on camera. So somebody could have actually gone up there, easily climbed up the roof and been perched, and the shot would have come in at a better angle than what most people believe happened. If you're looking at the angle here with Charlie Kirk, you can see it's not straight on. Straight on is right here, but Tyler Robinson is actually off by about 9.5 to 10 degrees. So that bullet is coming in at an angle, just not the angle that most shooters want it to be. Okay, I just realized something that I didn't pick up on covering the Charlie Kirk murder the first time I came to campus, as I've watched the video. But you see the camera right here? And everybody knows that the FBI cut off about 3 seconds when they show Tyler Robinson running. But I'm up here on the roof. This is where he jumped over, crouched down, put the rifle together. I didn't realize this until I got on my tippy toes. But right there, that camera has him laying down and taking the shot. So if the FBI has that evidence of Tyler Robinson running out right there, perfectly on camera, laying in the prone position, taking the shot, and then running and jumping off, they got him. If I go up just a little bit higher, it's all on camera. They've got it. They've got the actual video of pulling the trigger. I wanted to share that with you. I didn't pick up on that last time. I thought it went out and then it went down a layer, and it doesn't. And it's hard to see. Look how easy it is to get on this sniper nest. But right out there, let me give you some reference. So right there, that metal thing, just right here, that's where Tyler would be laying. You can see it with my iPhone. The FBI, whoever is on there, I believe it's Tyler Robinson, because they tracked him from the garage all the way up through the tunnel, through the breezeway, up onto the roof. Look how easy it is to get up on this roof. On Google, this looks like a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk and a roof. He comes, he jumps, puts it together, runs out. He's out there for under 2 minutes. I'm telling you, they have it. They've got it on camera. And TP USA, they've got 3 cameras in 4K right on Charlie's neck. They've got it. I'm sorry I missed that last time. That's why I'm out here again, to bring you guys this information.
And to some extent, it feels like the security really failed Charlie. You see? Because it's hard to believe that the venue was so unsecured. Yeah. You see? It's crazy. And I think also we need to be mindful of the legal side. The FBI, obviously, they can't release everything because it's an ongoing investigation. Since there is still a trial that is ongoing, there is information that may end up compromising the case. So I can understand it from that point of view. You see? Because a lot of people are saying a lot of things. a lot of things. Some are saying that's why we haven't seen everything, while others are saying there's really more to the story. You see, but either way, there's always gotta be transparency. As long as it doesn't hurt the curse, there's always gotta be some level of transparency. You see? Because there are people out there who believe that the killer had help to some extent, or the plan was staged to point to one person or something. You see? There are different narratives. That's what I'm saying. Different narratives are there. Because if you listen to some eyewitnesses, if you watch the footage, all of it doesn't line up. You see, there's some contradictions. And that's where the suspicion even grows. And I'm not saying anything as a fact. That's a disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. I am not. I'm simply just commenting on what people are feeling and what people are saying, you see, and why asking for answers, you see. Because, ladies and gentlemen, videos like this is proof that people are tired of just sitting through speculation and trying to find facts. You see? Yeah, videos like this, they are proof. People need answers. They want to know. That's why responsible reporting looks like calm, careful, and respectful to the victims and to the process. You see? To the process. And we need more of that, obviously. We need voices of truth, not just clicks. No, voices of truth. People want to know the truth. What's happening? People want to know the truth. And for some of the people who fear that there's a cover-up or some outside influence, remember, asking tough questions is not the same as inventing answers. It's not. These are different things. We want the truth. We want justice for our fellow brother, Charlie. We want justice for Erica, for the kids, for the family. Justice. You see, the facts gotta be laid out plainly. The facts, yeah, they gotta be laid out plainly. So again, I say, the purpose of this video is to help focus on evidence rather than hysteria, you know? No, but evidence for helping us separate what's provable from what is simply just rumors. See? Yeah, that is the purpose. And we are watching continually. We are very much alive and alert. We are watching. We want the truth. We want accountability. We want accountability. And until the facts are clear, we will keep asking the harder questions, folks. We will not tire. We'll keep asking the harder questions respectfully and relentlessly. Yeah, with the memory of our dear brother Charlie in our hearts, in our hearts. Yeah. Well, folks, tell me what you think also in the comment section. I want to hear your views on these cases. What do you think? And don't forget to also share, to subscribe, and to comment, and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. I will see you again next time. Bye bye for now.